Okay, now two pieces are ready. They are exactly same size, same number of stitches. Only one of them has buttonholes, and that's it. I separated in two sections, two half sections equals 18 stitches each section here. And my yarn for the right piece is on the right side. Just pay attention that this is the side of the body and this is the front. My yarn is on this side. For the other one, it's just opposite. I worked one extra row and my yarn is also on the right side, which is in the front here. Next, I'm gonna work the back without binding off any stitches. This is the right shoulder and this is the left shoulder. We're gonna keep these stitches for the hat of the hoodie. So I'm gonna start working these stitches up until here. Then I will skip these stitches and these stitches from both needles. And the quantity of these, the number of stitches I have right here, they are 36 stitches in total. I'm gonna cast on another 30 stitches after I have worked these stitches right here. So I will skip these. I'm gonna use stitch holders to keep them for later. And then after I cast on 36 new stitches, I will continue working from this side to here. And that will be my back. And later we're gonna work these sections to shape the hoodie. Okay, now I'm gonna slip my stitches, the last section, 18 stitches to my stitch holder and keep it for later. Okay, here again, sorry, at the beginning of the next section, I'm gonna slip another 18 stitches to my holder and keep it for later. And now here I need to cast on those stitches back. Same, I'm gonna use this method. I will wrap the yarn around my finger twice, this way, like this. And then I lift the bottom strand under the top strand and form a loop. It creates one stitch. I tighten it gently and continue working the same. I will add those the number of stitches that I put on holder. In my holders, in total, I have 37 stitches. I'm gonna cast on those 36 stitches with this method right here. Okay, now I casted on 36 stitches back on my needle. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working my pattern from the next section. Okay, now in the return row, when you reach to those new stitches, you're gonna follow the pattern. The stitches are a little tight at this point, but after one row that you work, it's gonna be fixed and easy. I need to knit this stitch because the previous one was purl stitch, and you continue working knit and purl, and from the next row you continue working into the stitch below, and then you're gonna work this will be the back. When you reach to the measurement, to the same measurement that you worked for the front section, then you will bind up your stitches and that will be the back. I'm gonna fast forward this section here and I will be back for the end section to show you the stretchy bind off. Okay, I've needed the back panel long enough. Now I'm going to bind off here. Since this is ribbed fabric and very stretchy, I'm going to use a method that won't make the edge tight. I don't want my bind off to ruin the stretch of the ribbing. This method is called the stretchy bind off. All you need to do is to cut the yarn about 3 or 4 times the width of your project. I usually cut a little extra just to be safe. I will cut it right here. Then using the tapestry needle, I will pass it through it. Okay, now I will insert my tapestry needle through the first 3 stitches and pass through the yarn. And at this point, I'm gonna drop the first stitch of the needle. We're gonna repeat, pass through the 3 stitches and drop one. This creates a stretchy bind up edge so the fabric doesn't get tight. For every stretchy fabrics, especially ribbing, even regular rib, this method works and it's very easy. You just pass through the 3 stitches and drop the first stitch of the needle. Okay, if you look at my edge, you will see it's not tied at all. It keeps its full strength and it's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this section here and then I will be back to show you the hood section. Okay, here is the back view, the stretchy bind off that I worked for the back. And now 2 pieces are ready for front and for the back. Next, we're gonna work the hoodie section. We're gonna pick up the same number of stitches that we cast on for the back, plus 2 stitches from each side between those stitches that we cast on and we had for front section. Right here, I'm gonna pick up extra 2 stitches from this side and 2 stitches from that side. You can use straight needles, but there are lots of stitches here and we're gonna work flat. But you can work also with circular. I'm gonna use my circular to make it easier to work. First, I'm gonna pick up these stitches right here, the one that is connected to the yarn from this side. I'm gonna pick up my stitches till here across this row, and then I will start knitting those stitches. Then I'm gonna increase two stitches here. I mean, not increase, I'm gonna pick up two stitches right here, and then I will pick up all the stitches that we cast on for the back. So each one for the purl and one for the knit stitch. We're gonna pick up everything across the side and two extra right here. And then we're gonna work the rest. And then we're gonna work flat until we reach the measurement for the hoodie. Okay, now I'm using my circular. I will start from this section here. From the middle, I will pick up my stitches to my needle. Okay, right here I will start knitting the same thing that we had for garter stitch. We're gonna keep doing the same edge. We're gonna have one at the beginning and one at the end. I continue to my garter stitch and then to my pattern until I reach to that section of the nose stitches. Now for the pattern, I will work into the stitch below. Okay, right here, I need to pick up two extra stitches from this part here because we want to keep them close to each other. One will be from this side and one from the this side. Try to pick up the stitch from the side. It doesn't give you a big loop. Okay, now we are at the stitches that we casted on for the back section. Here I'm trying to find the best spot to pick up my stitch. Okay, no, this is also very big hole. Okay, look at your stitches. The one that was purled, find the smallest hole that you had there. This one right here. Yes, this is much better. I pick up one from there and one from the knit stitch. We're gonna continue picking up the same way until the end to pick up all the stitches. Okay, right here also I pick up two extra stitches between this section from the back section and the hoodie section. Now I get the stitches from the other side. If you have put your stitches on the yarn, you need to get them to the needle and start working the pattern. Okay, the same thing that we did there. Again, we're gonna work the garter stitch edge here. When you get to those new stitches for the first time, you're gonna work as a simple knit and purl. And from the next row, it's gonna be same knit one below. Also, I'm working through the back loops for the knit stitches just to make them a little smaller. Okay, now I have enough length for the hoodie. I'm gonna measure here just to show you how much I had. So it's around 11 inches for my hat. This is the rectangular piece without any increasing or decreasing. Next, I'm gonna work bind off, stretchy bind off for this rib stitch. And after that, I will fold it in half and attach two sections to each other. Okay, now align two pieces together and you need to have your rows line up perfectly. I'm going to join these two sides together right here. I secure it with a small back stitch first. Then I hold both sides together like this, flat, laying flat in front of each other. What we're going to do is take two stitches from this side and sew them to the two corresponding stitches on the other side, like this. Then take two from the bottom. Choose one visible line in your knitting and follow that line all the way down. Okay, try to match the same columns. Now pull it through, pull a little, just gently pull it, and you're gonna see that two sections will be attached together very smoothly. From here downward, it gets even easier because you can clearly follow the vertical lines and stitch exactly into those same columns. I take one stitch from the front piece and one from the back piece, one purl stitch and corresponding purl stitch from the other side. And you keep continue working this until the end of you reach the end point, and then I will be back to show you the sleeve.